students. In today's session, I am going to discuss equivalent weights and n-factor calculation for acids, bases, salts, and oxidants, reductants, and for disproportionation reactions also. So redox reactions, four parts I have done. In that last part, fourth part, I have discussed types of redox reactions. In types of redox reaction, one of the type is disproportionation reaction. Its equivalent weight calculation, n factors, very important for mains level and NEET level, that I am going to discuss in this video. Okay, first let's start with the simple questions and then we'll move on to the disproportionation reaction. Starting questions also plays very important role. So first year you will get and second year also you will get. So detailed explanation I am going to give. First, equivalent weight. Equivalent weight. Equivalent weight. Okay. Now first we are going to calculate for acids. For acids. Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight by n factor. Molecular weight by n factor. What is n factor? That let me discuss first, then move on to the topic. N factor. This is general. This is general. Afterwards, we'll come back to the acids. N factor for generally, we are taking four different ways. See here. The first one, n factor for acids. For acids, we are going to calculate basicity. We are going to calculate basicity. What is basicity, students? Basicity is nothing but easily replaceable hydrogen. Easily replaceable hydrogen. We have two different hydrogens. One is easily replaceable hydrogen, one is not easily replaceable. But which is easily replaceable, that plays important role. So based on structures only, we are going to decide the basicity. That is nothing but n factor. We'll see the examples also, students. Now, n factor. For bases. For bases. Bases, we are going to take acidity. Here, easily replaceable hydroxyl ions. Easily replaceable hydroxyl means OH minus ions. Students, for bases there is no exceptional cases. Straight away we can take. But acids, we have exceptional cases. We have to concentrate more. Okay, so as it is theoretical information, it may or may not match with easily replaceable hydrogens. That's why based on structure we can decide. Next, come back to this one. This is salts. Salts. Salts, we are going to take n factor is, what is n factor? Total positive charge, total positive charge or total negative charge. Total positive charge or total negative charge. So once I will show one example, easily you can understand. First you have to keep it in mind. Next, one more type is there, students, that is oxidants and reductants. Oxidants and reductants. Oxidants and reductants. So this separately I will explain. This is also very important for competitive examination. Okay, salts, there is no much exceptional cases. There is no exceptional cases. Directly we can take it. Bases also no problem. But acids, little confusing part is there. And oxidants, reductants also. We'll discuss detailed explanation. Now, first one, acids. for acids. First one, HCl. HCl. See students, HCl I am writing hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, right? Hydrochloric acid. Here easily replaceable hydrogen is 1. See, hydrogen, this bond belongs to both the atoms. But hydrogen is going, only alone he is going, he is leaving electron pair and going. Then what we will call it as H plus ion. H plus ions. Okay, so H plus ions, that is nothing but N factor. N factor equal to 2. N factor equal to 2. Now calculate equivalent weight, students. Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight by N factor, right? So substitute, what is the molecular formula? Molecular formula HCl. Molecular formula HCl. What is molecular weight? Yes, 36.5. 35.5 chlorine plus 1, 36.5 by 1. So finally, your molecular weight and equivalent weight both are same. It may or may not match. So sometimes you may expect questions among the following which is having molecular weight, equivalent weight is same. So like that also you can expect the questions. Now second question, H2SO4. This is one of the familiar one, you know. So that is sulfuric acid, king of chemicals. Sulfuric acid, they will ask N factor. So here hydrogens is 2, you can write 2. But here it is no problem. But once we enter into little high order questions like phosphorus compounds, so confusing. That's why always you have to decide based on structure, students. This is structure of sulfuric acid. See, easily replaceable I am showing here, listen. Here, easily replaceable hydrogen. See, hydrogen whenever attached to oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative atom. He attracts electrons towards itself such a way between oxygen and hydrogen bond is weak. Did you understand? So oxygen is more electronegative. Oxygen is gaining electrons towards itself such a way between oxygen and hydrogen bond is weak. If he is weak, somebody is coming and attacking some metals and somebody is coming and attacking. Will give the place, who will replace hydrogen. That's it. That is easily replaceable hydrogen. Clear? Now calculate equivalent weight equal to M by 2. N factor 2, right? What is molecular weight? 98. 98 by 2. Everybody know, no? Calculate molecular weight. Sulfur 32, 16. Each 16. Each oxygen 64. Then 2 hydrogens. Total 98 by 2. Now question 3. H3PO4. Yes. Once we enter into, and note point I am writing, students. Here one note point I am writing. All sulfur oxo acids, basicity 2. Basicity equal to 2. Basicity is nothing but easily replaceable hydrogens, no, that is nothing but N factor. Right? What is N factor? Basicity for acids, right? Always wherever you will see sulfur, that is simple. Basicity is 2. So look into this example H2SO5, Carose acid. So what is the students? Carose acid. This is also to confuse the student. They are asking it has peroxide linkage. If you calculate direct calculation sulfur, you will get +8 oxidation state. That is wrong. But here it is +6 oxidation state. How can you say it is +6 oxidation state? How can you say it is basicity is 2 means? Yes, you go for the structure. I can show here. Look into this. This is one of the frequently asking question. Sulfur, two oxygens as it is. You can write always like this. Always like this. Double bond. Next here, 1 OH. Because basicity is always 2, no? That's it. Clear? Now, see, sulfur gone. Here, how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens gone. How many oxygens? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more is, this is peroxy bond. What is this bond name, students? Peroxy. Peroxy. Peroxy means -1, -1. So sulfur, what is valency? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 2 bonds. This is 2 bonds, students. 2 bonds. Okay, a little more clear. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sulfur is +6. Wherever you are getting more than group number oxidation state means definitely highest oxidation state you can select for the answer. Okay. Now come back to this one, H3PO4. Yes, H3PO4. This is what we call it as orthophosphoric acid. Orthophosphoric acid. Okay, now look into this. Phosphorus. Phosphorus atomicity is 4. How easily we can write the structure also I am telling. Atomicity of phosphorus is atomicity of phosphorus is 4. That's why we are writing C4. Around phosphorus we have 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And its valency is 5. Maximum valency is 5. So see students, all oxoacids of phosphorus, one of the oxygen is fixed, that is double bond. Maximum valency 5, right? So 5 bonds now. See here, phosphorus gone, and now hydrogens you have to. 3 oxygen, 1 oxygen gone, remaining 3 oxygens also we can write like this. And you can write hydrogens here, hydrogens here, hydrogens here. See, easily replaceable hydrogens are here 3. Why, madam? Theoretical information also 3 only, no? Why don't you take directly? So that's what I am telling. Some points it may or may not match. Some questions it is matching, some questions it may not match. That's why it depends on structure we have to decide. What is the equivalent weight here? Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight by, students tell me, m by 3, right? That is your answer. What is the molecular weight of phosphoric acid? What is the molecular weight of phosphoric acid? Same thing, above 1, m by 3. So 98 by 3. You can calculate and check it. 98 by 3, 32.6. This is your answer. Next question. Next question, H3PO2. If you go for calculation, directly I am explaining double bond O. How many oxygens remaining? 1 oxygen. H3PO3. H3PO3. 3 oxygens, 1 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen. This is no oxygen. So in our hand only 3 oxygens. 1, 2, 3 I have written. The remaining direct bond. Now you can check it. Easily replaceable hydrogens are only here 2. Right or not? See, phosphorus. This is central atom. 3 hydrogens. 3 hydrogens means 1, 2, 3 I have written. Why I have written direct bond here? Because we don't have sufficient oxygens here. 1, 2, 3 after the direct bond, which is directly bonded hydrogen, that is not easily replaceable. Only these 2 are easily replaceable. Then what is the equivalent weight? N factor. N factor is 2. N factor is 2. That's it. That is your answer. Clear? Clear? That's it, students. Like that we can do the question. M by 2. So what is this molecular weight? If you calculate molecular weight, you will get 82. 82 by 2. You will get 41. Okay, can you calculate H3PO2? H3PO2. And the guy name also I am writing for students. Sometimes they will ask you name. Orthophosphoric acid. That is orthophosphoric acid. This is orthophosphorus acid. Clear? Now, next one. Next, hypophosphorus acid, H3PO2. H3PO2. This is next example, hypophosphorus acid. Hypophosphorus acid. Okay, so can you try this one, students? Phosphorus, double bond O fixed. Next, remaining 3 bonds. So oxygens how many? Only 2. 1 gone, 1 here. This is 1 hydrogen. This is remaining 2 directly bonded. So which is easily replaceable? This one. Next, basicity equal to 1. That is nothing but N factor. Equivalent weight equal to, can you calculate? M by 1. Equivalent weight, molecular weight, both are same. What is molecular weight? 66 by 1. That is 66. That's it. How easily we are calculating if you know the tricks here. Clear, students? That's it. These are frequently asking questions now. Next one, HNO3. HNO3. I am directly writing basicity equal to 1. Here also structure. If you want to draw, you can draw. HNO3. Here basicity is 1. So you can calculate. Basicity is nothing but N factor. Next one, H2C2O4. Oxalic acid. This is one of the important example, oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. So calculate your N factor. What is oxalic acid formula? You can write expanded form C double bond O OH. Your C double bond O OH. Oxalic acid H2C2O4. Easily replaceable hydrogens are 2. That is nothing but density equal to 2 m by 2. Your equivalent weight. Okay, you can expect questions like this also. M by 1, here M by 1, here M by 1, M by 2, M by 3, M by 4, like this in terms of M. M is nothing but molecular weight. Simplified answers, options also you have. So in terms of M also options you have, depends on the answer, our calculation will be. Okay, now next one, basis. Basis, there is no exceptional cases, students. It's very easy. Second concept is equivalent weight for basis. Equivalent weight for basis. What is this basis and factor? Easily replaceable hydroxyl ions. Already I have given starting. So basis write down NaOH. NaOH. Okay. Next, what is this? We call it as students acidity. Next, equivalent weight. You can go for table like. What is this? This is basis. Base. First base I have taken NaOH. Acidity is 1. Equivalent weight equal to m by 1. So what is this? 40. 40 by 1, 40. That's it. Next, what about the calcium hydroxide? Calcium, all first A group hydroxide, basic acidity is 1. Okay. Next, calcium hydroxide, how many easily replaceable hydrogens? If you write expanded form, you will come to know. That's it. 2 here. Okay, 2. This is what, students? M by 2. Calcium hydroxide, what is the molecular weight? 94 by 2. What is the answer? 47. So like this, we can calculate. Next, I am giving one more example here. Aluminium hydroxide. What is this? Aluminium hydroxide. So can you try this one? Aluminium hydroxide. Your 3. Just see here. Directly you can go for the answer. M by 3. You can go for calculation later. Aluminum hydroxide molecular weight 78 by 3. You can simplify. You will get answer here 29. Like that, every example basis directly can calculate. Okay, only acids it will take time to understand and little tricky questions. Next, solve. Starting to end the video, you can see, students, in between if you miss the points, connectivity is difficult. So solve here I am going to discuss. What is the solve? Equivalent weight equal to. Equivalent weight equal to. Yes, starting what I gave point. Molecular weight by. Molecular weight by. What is this? Total positive charge. Total positive charge or total negative charge. Don't take 2. Total positive charge or total negative charge. That's okay. Now we can go for some examples. Suppose if you have taken salts like NaCl, first one I am writing NaCl. NaCl molecular weight 58.5. Okay, students, listen now. So calculate oxidation state. C plus 1 minus 1. Right? Oxidation states video we have done no, separately that you can see if you have any doubts. By 1, total positive charge or total negative charge you can take it. Only number is not changing. Only charge is changing. Number as it is you can write. Same answer. Right? Now go for the next question. What is the next question? Na2SO4. Na2SO4. So can you calculate? Just you can take it as M to save the time. So what is this? Plus 2. What about this guy? Minus 2. So actually per atom we are giving oxidation states. But here total positive charge you can take it M by 2. That's it. If you go for next calculation like suppose AlCl3 is there. AlCl3. Can you tell what is the answer? M by 3. That's it, students. Easily you can work out the questions. Okay. Now sodium phosphate, Na3PO4. So can you tell what is the N factor? Yes. N by 3. That's it. Okay. Next, suppose one more example, last example, iron oxide. This is M by 2. Like this easily you can calculate. This number, sometimes answers they will give in terms of numbers, you have to simplify, otherwise leave it like this. Okay, so otherwise you have to go for calculation. Aluminum 27, each chlorine 35.5, so you can calculate molecular weight and then go for simplified answer. Okay, now next question. Next, here plays very important role, students. Little confusing questions are there, but be alert here. Oxidants and reductants, oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agent and reducing oxidizing agents and reducing agents. Oxidizing agent, it will undergo reduction. Are you remembered? Previous video I had given oxidizing agent will undergo reduction, reducing agent will undergo oxidation. Please keep it in mind this point whenever we are explaining, little confusion is there. So now look into this. The first one, oxidizing agent will undergo reduction. Will undergo reduction. Reducing agent will undergo oxidation. Okay. Now look into the first question. Potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 O7 in acidic medium. They will ask directly questions like this. In K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium, what is N factor? What is N factor? They'll ask question. So how to calculate equivalent weight? I am writing here, listen. Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight by total number of electrons gained or lost. Total number of electrons gained or total number of electrons lost. Oxidizing agent gains electrons, reducing agent lost electrons, both. Okay, students. Now, I am going to give one question. What is that? Already I had given K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7. Students, they will not give even product also. You have to remember here. Please make a note. K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium. They will mention like this, in acidic medium. Just they will not give product also. You have to remember. So this is question. So answer. How to do this question? K2Cr2O7 in acidic medium converts into always Cr plus 3. Cr plus 3. Now look into this. Calculate oxidation state. Calculate oxidation state. How to calculate equivalent weight? I will explain. See. Here minus 14, right? This is plus 2. This is what? Plus 6. Each chromium is plus 6. This is plus 12. Okay? This is plus 12. Each chromium is plus 6. Each chromium plus 6 per atom. Now plus 6 to, what is this oxidation state, students? Here already they had given you, no need to calculate. Plus 6 to plus 3. Okay, this is change in oxidation state. So you can write here point. Starting time you can little confusing. You can see change in oxidation state. Plus 6 to plus 3. Means you can write if you are confusing. Plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. How many units, students? 3 units. Okay, total change. Total change means, see, here 3 units are changing, but total means how many chromiums here? 2. Here 1. At least one side 2, you have to multiply with 2. 2 into 3, totally 6. Total change equal to 6 electrons. Actually, change in oxidation state plus 6 to plus 3. That means 3 units. 3 units means 3 electrons gained. 3 electrons gained. If you want, you can write 3 electrons gained. But total change means 6 electrons. Each chromium 3 electrons gain, but 2 chromiums means 6 electrons gain. Total change 6 units. Clear my point, students? First you have to calculate oxidation state. After that you have to check it is balanced or not. Sometimes no, here one chromium, here one manganese they will give. No problem. But here 2, here 1 means definitely one side it has given greater, that number only we have to take it. 2 here. So 2 you have to take it. So then you go for calculation, you will get the answer. So finally, what is this here, students? Equivalent weight equal to molecular weight by n factor. What is n factor? Molecular weight how much? M by 6. If you want to leave like this, you can leave it. Or else molecular weight you can substitute. What is this? 294 by 6. 294 by 6. So what you will get answer? 294 by 6? 49. Like this, we are going to calculate, what is this? Oxidation state, and afterwards n factor, students. Okay, only one concept I had given, oxidant reductance. Still we have KMnO for an acidic medium, KMnO for a basic medium, weakly basic, neutral, and reducing agents, disproportionation reactions. I'm going to give in the next video. So first you have to get command here, then next part is very easy to understand, students. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe our channel and give likes. Thank you, students.